Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Aquatic Ballpark. Test 1, 2. Kyle Wellington, the batter. No. And Wellington takes the base on balls there. So his bases loaded for the Blacktown workers here in the top of the first inning. Struggling with his control a little bit. And it's going to take a visit from the coach, Mark Spinks, just to get Max settled down. And Mark Spinks just giving his final directions to his defense, telling them they've got to come home on the play, got to protect this scoreboard. Early days, but Blacktown with a single and a pair of walks. They've loaded the bases here, and it is 1 out in the top of the first. That ball in the dirt, just slipping out of the glove of Tom Butler, but not getting far enough away for the runner in the form of Thomas Jackson. That pitch just on the outside corner for ball 2, so 2-0 for Milner. Comes back with a curveball, but that misses away. So 3-0. Big pitch for Milner here. He doesn't want to have to give up a bases loaded walk. He'll be quite happy with the ground ball, with a pretty strong defense behind him. Wander at third, Beasley at short, Doge Yamaguchi at second base. So plenty of potential there to turn the double play. Down 3-0, but he's one pitch away from getting out of it. But he won't. The ball will scoot away. Runner from second, Harrison Dobb, took off, but the ball stayed in play. Butler was quick to run it down, prevented a second run from scoring. But it will be Thomas Jackson scoring on the walk. Nathan Rice is going to come out and confirm that that ball didn't go out of play. And it's going to be an early 1-run lead here for the Blacktown workers. And it's going to bring up Lachlan Boyarski, the third baseman. So 1-1 to Lachlan Boyarski, the second baseman for the workers, hitting in the 6th hole this morning. That pitch in at the knees, good location by Milner. Hopefully he's sorted out his early innings struggles and he can get this second out here. It's a big second out. The DH, Spencer Williams, next. That pitch also on the knees, and that is strike 3. So 2 strikeouts, 3 walks for Milner so far. And it will bring up the designated hitter, Spencer Williams. Still with the bases loaded, but now with 2 out. And Max Milner looking to escape this early jam. Starts him with a fastball down the middle, which Williams fouls off, but fouls off out of play. And Williams is behind, no balls and 1 strike. Pitch just bouncing off the glove of Tom Butler. He's not able to find it. Took a little bit of a deflection off the umpire, but Butler wasn't able to find it. Harrison Dobb awake to the task, and he scores the 2nd run. Mark Spencer's just going to come out and ask the question. Tom Butler didn't know where it was. The umpire didn't know where it was. It certainly took a deflection off his foot. Don't think it really aided to the run scoring. And the umpires will rule that way. Much to the displeasure of Mark Spinks. Blacktown had scored their 2nd run of the game. And it's Spencer Williams will have a 2 balls and 1 strike count. As his at bat will continue. And he lifts that ball into right field. And it's going to get down for a base hit. And a strong throw by the Manly centre fielder, Zach Newbold, isn't going to be in time, and it's going to be another couple of runs for the Workers. They skip out to an early 4-0 lead. They're getting the damage done here. 4 runs in the first in your first game of the season, not the best way to start. So Manly will have plenty of work to do the rest of this 2.25 hour game here this morning. Jordan Martin now the catcher for the Workers. He fouls off the first pitch from Milner. That pitch down for ball 1, so 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner takes off for second base, and Spencer Williams is going to be in there with the head first slide. So another runner in scoring position for the Workers side. That pitch fouled off. Bouncing just off the fence in front of us. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Lachlan Oliver, the 9-hole, waiting on deck for the Workers. Maybe looking to get an at bat and turn the line up over it. And that pitch just missing outside. Maybe it was 2-2. That's right, it's our first mistake for the season. I'll blame Andrew on that one. So 3-2 now. Coming for Jordan Martin. And it's going to be strike 3 in the outside corner. Martin thought it was ball 4, but the first 2 strikeouts are in the same spot. All 3 outs by the way of caught looking for the Blacktown Workers side. But the Eagles have given up 4 runs, and they'll have plenty of work to do if they're to record their first win of the season. This is a long ball game, though. We'll see what transpires over the next couple of hours. And a very warm welcome to everybody to Aquatic Ballpark. Officially, it's round 4 of the State League season. But this is the first week of baseball for the new 2020-2021 State League baseball season. I'll bring you the Blacktown lineup right now. Sent 8 batters to the plate in the first inning. Thomas Jackson, the left fielder. Tyler Spiteri, struck out looking, the right fielder. Harrison Dobb, the shortstop. Kyan Wallington, the first baseman. Mitchell Tritton at third. Lachlan Boyarski at second base. Spencer Williams, the designated hitter. Jordan Martin, the catcher. And Lachlan Oliver, who will lead off the top of the second inning. He is playing in centre field this morning. Riley Gonzalez is the starting pitcher for the Blacktown Workers. The Blacktown side is managed by Nathan Wright. And the home team from Manly, Daigo Yamaguchi will lead off this bottom of the second. He's playing second base. Josh Beasley is the shortstop, batting in the 2-hole. Tom Butler doing the catching. Zach Newbold, the clean-up man, playing centre field. Max Milner on the mound for the Eagles. Hugo Jin at first base. Jacob Wander at third. Sebastian Elston at right field. And Aidan Rogers in left field in the 9-hole. And as you saw, Max Milner on the mound. Mark Spinks is your Manly Eagles manager. So Daigo Yamaguchi to lead things off for the Eagles. He takes ball 1 from the Blacktown starter Riley Gonzalez. And that pitch is in for strike 1. So 2-1 for Yamaguchi, looking to get himself on base. Start the clawback mission of those 4 runs given up in the top of the first. And 3-2 the count now. Andrew and I just trying to sort out some technical difficulties. Technology not playing ball this morning. And I just won a $20 bet with him, so a couple of chicken burgers later. So the 3-2 to Yamaguchi is the curveball. Punch over to the right side, and the second baseman can't handle it, and it'll be a base hit. Sorry, the first baseman. First baseman couldn't hold on to it. Second baseman was covering across to cover the base. But the ball just getting under the glove of Kyan Wallington. And Daigo Yamaguchi fights off a 3-2 curveball to get himself aboard. Base stealing threat is Yamaguchi. Testing out the arm of Jordan Martin. That ball's going to be down in the dirt. And there won't be a throw to second. Nice wide turn by Yamaguchi, looking to push the envelope and move himself over to third base. But he'll be content with taking second on the wild pitch. And Josh Beasley has a ball to start his at bat. That ball's going to be off the foot of Josh Beasley and called foul. Yep. So 1-1 for Beasley. Pitch in for strike 2 Ryder. Ball and 2 strikes. Check over at second base. Yamaguchi back standing up. Gonzalez keeping Yamaguchi close. And the pitch lifted into the air down the right side, but getting out of play. So another pitch coming for Josh Beasley. Runner in scoring position. Plenty of activity down at the ballpark today. A lot of the Forest juniors going through their pre-season gatherings on the back diamonds. And that's going to be strike 3 for Josh Beasley. So Rolly Gonzalez gets the first out of the inning. And it's going to be Tom Butler the bat. Tom Butler was the hero the last time EBSN covered a Manly Eagles under-18 game. Punching in a bases clearing double to tie the game against the Vikings in December of last year. The Eagles just falling short from a miraculous come from behind victory as Tom Butler takes ball 1. Butler was one of the handful of 18s that split his time between the 18s and first grade side last year. He was one of 9 players who made their first grade debut. So gained plenty of valuable experience as Riley Gonzalez just asked for another baseball. Okay, Nathan Wright in the background just encouraging his catcher to be a wall with that runner at third base. Doesn't want to give up any unnecessary runs at any point in this game. As Butler drives that one to the third baseman, makes a strong throw across the diamonds, and Butler does knock in the first run. And the RBI ground out. Nice play there by Mitchell Tritton over at third base for the second out of the inning. But the Eagles are on the board, and it's a 4-1 ball game here in the bottom of the first inning. So Tom Newbold will bat here. Sorry, yes, Zach Newbold. Don't know why I keep getting them mixed up. Tom Newbold graduating into the graded squad this year, so you'll see him later today in action. He'll be starting at third base in first grade, and he takes one on the shoulder, so he'll be aboard. We have 2 out hit by a pitch. That's going to bring out the pitcher, Max Milner. Max Milner just getting some instructions from his coach. And that's in the dirt for ball 1. Newbold takes off to second base, and he'll be in there with the head first slide. And that ball called a strike, so 1 ball and 1 strike. Daigo Yamaguchi warming up in the bullpen for the Eagles. Pitch up for ball 2. So 2-1 for Milner, working himself into a hitter's count. And punches that through the left side. Harrison Dobb has the ball bounce off his glove, and it's going to be Zach Newbold coming all the way around from second base and scoring the second run for the Eagles, cutting this deficit in half. And it'll be an error charge to the shortstop, Harrison Dobb. Couldn't quite handle it on the back end. Max Milner will be aboard with an RBI. And Manly now trail by 2 with 2 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Handy lead at first by Milner. Gonzalez with the slide step. Misses down for ball 1. Hugo Jin, first game in Manly colours. And that's in for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. And that's going to be pulled down the left field line. It's going to be in play. It's going to be a long run to the corner for the Blacktown left fielder. Max Milner's going to turn around third, and he's going to be scoring standing up. No, he will put in a slide right at the end. Milner scoring all the way from first base. A double there for Hugo Jin. It's his first hit in Manly State League colours, and the Eagles have cut right into this deficit, earning their runs on back-to-back hits. And it's now a 4-3 ball game. That's going to be the third baseman, Jacob Wanda. He takes a curveball from Rolly Gonzalez down and away for ball one. And Craig Forward is going to come out, the pitching coach for the Blacktown club. Just settle down his starting pitcher. So a good little comeback by the Eagles here in the first. Max Milner a little bit rough to start. Blacktown with the 4 in the top. And a couple of hits and a bounce working in their favour has allowed the Eagles to claw it back. So ball one for Jake Wanda. We'll be looking to tie this ball game up with a base hit. And that's in for strike one. 1 ball and 1 strike. That pitch getting away from the catcher. So Hugo Jean's going to move up 90 feet to third base. Might have been crossed up a little bit. So there's something soft through the infield here for Wanda. Will tie this ball game up for the Eagles. And that's up for ball 3, so 3-1. No one warming up for the workers yet. And that's in for strike 2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. That's going to be down for ball 4. So Wanda draws the walk and trips over on the way to first. Unfortunately, we didn't capture that on camera. That's going to bring up Seb Elston, right fielder for the Eagles. It's a late inclusion due to a couple of injuries and players that are unavailable this week. Wilson Spinks copping a ground ball in the eye, spotting a nice shiner as Elston fouls that one over towards his coach in the third base coach's box. 1 ball and a strike. Lachlan Casely also missing this game after having appendix surgery during the week. Working in their favour is the bye next weekend, so they'll have an extra week's rest before they travel out to Andrews Road to take on the new kids on the block, the Greater Western Warriors, taking the place of the Penrith Panthers in the State League competition. That game, one of only 3 Sunday rounds. Under 18 still on the Saturdays. It'll be a Saturday afternoon game as Elston takes strike 3, and that's going to finish the inning. The Eagles gave up 4, but they got 3 back, and we have a 4-3 ball game in favour of the visitors, the Blacktown Workers, as we head to the top of the second. So a 2-8 hit there for Harrison Dobb. Just getting through Josh Beasley at shortstop. That ball's going to be popped up right side. Just out of the reach of Hugo Gin at first base. Just out of shot of our first base camera. It's going to be another pitch. For Kyan Wallington. One pitch coming. Pick-off attempt, just missing. Bouncing off the glove and into shallow centre field. So the 1-1 from Milner. Got a little bounce back inning from him. A ground ball and then a strikeout for the 2-out single from Dobb. We're looking to finish off the shutdown inning here by retiring Wallington. And that pitch just misses. 4-3, so 3-1. So Milner just checking around, composing himself, gets his signal from Butler and fires that one in. That's going to be above us and falls behind us. And it's going to fill the count up, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So 2 out here, top of the second inning. Harrison Dobbs standing over at second. Toe of the bat. A big hello to Jules Kremer over there in the Netherlands, joining us on the live stream today. Good to see you tuning in, buddy. This is the first of 4 games that will be covered on Eagles Baseball Sports Network today and every Saturday from Aquatic Ballpark. Hope you're doing well over there in your homeland, and we'll get you back in Australia one day very soon. And that's in for strike 3. So Max Milner gets his 5th strikeout of the game. Shutdown inning, big donut on the scoreboard for the Eagles. Very important they did that after dragging this early 4-0 deficit back to 4-3. And the Eagles are going to come up to bat in the bottom of the second inning. And it's going to be Aidan Rogers in the 9-hole to lead off with Daigo Yamaguchi and Josh Beasley due up. I wanted to cheer so hard at the footy last night, but it was always in the back of my mind, don't ruin your voice, you've got 4 games tomorrow, don't scream too much.
Rogers now up to bat. Counts in his favour, 2-1. Just stepping in while Luke is heading over to the canteen. If you are up at Aquatic, make sure you head on up to the canteen, grab yourself a chicken burger. I can't recommend them more. They are absolutely amazing. 3-1 now the count. Aiden Rogers takes ball 4, heads on up to first base, and brings up Daigo Yamaguchi. Aiden Rogers, one of our juniors here in Manly, played for Manly Futures last season, and he also does a lot of umpiring for the junior games. Very involved in the Manly Ringer Association. Dago fouls it off into our cam. Hopefully it sets for us nice and comfortable. If you are watching on the live stream, make sure you come say good day. Leave a comment. We'll do our best to keep an eye on the chat. Give you a shout out. A ball in the dirt for ball 1. Aiden does not get the chance to advance. Looks like Dago's arm guard has become unstrapped. Pick-off attempt. Aiden comfortably dives back to the base. The count stays at 1-1. Blacktown leading 4-3. Eagles looking to get some more runs on the board here. Dago shows a bunt. Trying to put the pitcher off. No luck there. Ball 2. Again, the ball in the dirt. No chance to steal though. Successful for a strike. Loads the count. Ooh, pop fly into shallow right field. Might find the gap, it does. Aiden got caught tagging up. But he's been called out. Just bang bang play, I'd say. It was one of those hits as a base runner you just don't want to see. Not sure whether to go or go back. There's a play at first base here. Dago's run through. He's turned right and held off the base for a little longer. Blacktown have tried to tag him out. The field ump has called it out, I believe. Oh, apologies for the dog. Field ump and plate ump having a chat now, discussing whether Dago should be out. Yeah. If he is out, of course, that will mean 2 out for Manly. To my understanding of it, Dago should be safe. He didn't go back onto the base and then leave, so I believe him to be safe, and it looks like that's the decision they've made. The field up now just confirming. Make sure next time to call time if they're taking off gear. We got Josh Beasley up now. One on base for Manly. He takes ball 1. As Luke mentioned earlier, we have a full day of baseball. It is 3rd grade after this, then 2nd grade and 1st grade throughout the whole day. Bit of night baseball for you Saturday. That will be the new norm for the season for Manly, so you'll be able to sleep in on your Sundays. I know I'm looking forward to it. Pitcher breaks, no pick off though. Just wants to check Dago back at first base. But if you do get the chance to come down, come support Manly, head up to the canteen and cheer on your Manly Eagles. Beasley watches strike 1 over the plate. Pick off attempt. Dago comfortably dives back. Coach Mark Spinks will be looking to his team to get some more runs on the board, even up the score, if not take the lead. Only 1 out, 1-1. And this pitcher really wants to get Dago at first base. Personally, as a pitcher, I don't like checking the runner that often because that's what happens. You throw it in the dirt. Dago comfortably advances 90 feet to second base. Oh, it's a great piece by Josh Beasley just over the second baseman. Dago will score. Josh Beasley holds up at 1. And that'll tie up the ball game. Cracker of a hit from Josh Beasley, just out of reach from the second baseman. He jumped, but maybe about 2 inches off the glove, I reckon. So close. But it does tie it up at 4-all. And this game, 2 innings in, is looking very exciting already. Great way to start the day. All base hit, the shortstop. Errors again, 2nd time during this game. He won't be happy with himself after that. Tom Butler aboard. Jumps on the first pitch. Potential double play ruined. I shouldn't say ruined though, maybe that's too harsh. He does know he needs to improve, and he'll definitely be looking next time it comes to him. He ain't making a mistake. Umpires called time. Oh, ball on the field. Way back. Mark Spinks lays down the signals for Manly. Base hit has a chance to take the lead with one down in the bottom of the second. It's a foul ball in. Foul toto, I should say. First baseman just unable to make it. Lucky for Zach Newbold. Gets another chance. I believe the count is 0-2. Yes, it is. If you weren't able to make it up on Wednesday night, the Manly first grade unfortunately went down to the Blacktown Workers 1-0. It was a great pitcher's duel throughout the whole game. The only run being led in, unfortunately, by James Miller. His first pitch of the night coming off the bench. Took it over right field. Easy fly ball for centre field then. Zach Newbold, unfortunate to make it. Lachlan Oliver in centre field, making the catch. Max Milner now stepping up, takes ball one below the knees. Runner. Oh, there we go. Not a good day at the office for the shortstop. Manly looking to score 2 here. He does. Catcher was not prepared for the runner home. What should have been an easy play at 1 turns into 2 runners scoring for Manly. I did notice from the Blacktown Workers they were very quiet. There wasn't enough chat of what was happening, where the runners were going, where the ball should be going. No one told the catcher that there was a man running behind him. Just not enough chat. And Harrison Dobbs, our Blacktown shortstop. He didn't make the error on the fielding. He did well to bounce back from his previous 2 errors, but unfortunately throwing it over the first baseman's head, allowing Manly to score 2. We now have Hugo Jin, who had an absolute cracker of a hit in his first at-bat, right down the third baseline, scored 2, I believe, in the first inning. Fouls that one off. Yes, that's right. Max Milner scoring from first on Hugo's hit last inning. And do I dare say he has a chance to do it again? 2 out, yes. We'll be trying to score on a big hit here. Max Milner does have the wheels for it. Hugo takes strike 3. Sorry, I hadn't missed the count wrong. Strike 3. But good offensive inning for the Eagles, finishing the bottom of the second up 6-4.
the start, but you use it as a tool. You just use it as a tool. It's called feedback for a reason. Feedback is feedback, but it's also saying, hey, your brain's listening to it and it's going, speed it up, be more fluent. I can, straight away, I knew it was too cocky. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, well, once we get the second microphone set up, we'll be sweet.
Who's on the mound now? Do you know who that is?
Daigo. Milne in the centre, Newbold to right. Start this inning if you want.
And as we come into the top of the third, Manly have a new pitcher in Daigo Yamaguchi, moving from second base onto the mound. And Max Milner now goes out to centre field, and Zach Newbold moves over to right field. Sebastian Nelson moves to the bench. Kyan Wallington up for the Blacktown Workers, or hits it now on third base. Great pick from Jacob Wanda. He just missed it on the camera, but he took it very well, making the out at first base. It is 2 balls. Mitchell Tritton on. Up to bat, rather. We'll take ball 4. I could have sworn the umpire signaled 2 balls, but it must have been 3. Oh, I thought that was ball 2. Yeah, no worries there. Mitchell makes it onto base, meaning Lachlan Boyansky steps up. Oh, big claim for the pickoff there from Hugo Jin, but field umpire calls him safe. There you go, throws that one low. Ball 1. outside. Dago struggling to locate the zone. Just missing. I'm too harsh a critic. Again, just outside. That ball fall there, just below the knees. Seemed to dip at the last moment as it crossed the plate. Blacktown now 2 runners on base, first and second. And Spencer Williams, the designated hitter for Blacktown, steps up. Ball 1. Dago finding strike 1. Hopefully he can build off that. So Dago Yamaguchi played both 18s and Manly Futures last season. I myself played in the minor league against him and had the pleasure of umpiring one of his games when he was on the mound. I don't think he liked me as an umpire very much. I wasn't calling the outside pitch that he wanted. Yeah, perhaps this umpire is doing the same thing. Great pitch there though to strike him out. Strike out the designated hitter. I think the Futures went on to win that game I umpired, so hopefully he's not holding it against me. That was a very good comeback there by Dago. 5 straight balls he threw to then go and throw 3 straight strikes. Ooh, foul ball almost catches the Blacktown coach. And Dago starts ahead against Jordan Martin, the catcher. 1 strike. Another foul ball down the third base line. Dago ahead now 0-2, 2 out. Any ground ball should end it. But we'd love to see a strike 3 from Dago. Ooh, just a little too high. If that was me, I'd swing at that for sure. That's why they're out there and I'm behind here. Curveball just away. 2-2 now. Dago finding strike 3. Shuts out the inning. 7 strikeout of the game for Manly, which is what we like to see. And with that scoreless swing, the score remains 6-4 to your Manly Eagles. And as I was saying before, if you miss it on Wednesday night, first grade unfortunately did go down 1-0 to Blacktown Workers. James Miller came onto pitch in the 3rd inning, I believe it was, 4th inning, sorry. And unfortunately his first pitch of the game went over right field, right over the fence, and that was the only score of the game. But other than that, it was a great pitcher's duel from both teams. It was quite a defensive game, I will have to say. Hopefully they'll be bouncing back a lot stronger today. First grade game starting at 5:30, so make sure you tune in for that. But of course before then we have our third graders at 12:30 and our second graders at 3 o'clock. So be sure to be watching Eagles Baseball Sports Network all day, and make sure to say hello in the live chat as well.
Score right? All good? 30. Top of the fourth? Bottom three, yeah. Are you guys online? Thank you. He's going to want that money.
Back in the bottom of the third. We've got Jacob Wonder up to bat. 2 strikes on him. Strike 3 there. Strike 3. He out of here. So quick shout out. Benjamin Logue watching. Benjamin, if you are able to comment on the stream, please do so. We'd love to hear from you. As Tom Van Vessen now, I believe, comes in off the bench. He would have also come into second base, I believe. So Tom Van Vessen comes in for Sebastian Elston. Sebastian, one of my former prodigies, perhaps. So I used to coach him back in the day, alongside Benjamin Logue. Benjamin, we'd love to hear about your arm. For those who don't know about Benjamin, he had a partial tear in his arm at the end of last season, towards the end of last season, as second grade pitcher. Or was he pitching third grade that day? I can't quite remember. As Tom Van Vessen goes down to strike 3 there. But yeah, Benjamin did do a lot of rehab over the last 10 or so months now. Only for that to be shortly squashed as he came and pitched in the Winter League Grand Final. And yet to be confirmed, but has definitely done something a lot worse to his arm. So as you may see in the comments there, he says, I may be possibly having Tommy John in the next month or two. Correct me if I'm wrong, Benjamin, but you find out on Monday, right? You see the specialist? Aiden Rogers now. Take strike one. Strike two there. So Benjamin is a second grade and third grade pitcher for Manly. He's in and out of both squads. Of course, if he does get the Tommy John surgery, probably won't be playing this season. So perhaps, if we're lucky enough, Benjamin, and when I say lucky enough, I'm telling you, you'll be coming down to help us out at EBSN. And maybe we'll get you on commentary as well. Aiden taking strikes where he's swinging. And a quick 3 up, 3 down inning for Blacktown. The score remains at the end of the third inning, 6-3 to Manly. So Lachlan Oliver up on deck, up in the batter's box rather. 2-1 is the count. Now 3-1. I do notice that Dago really likes to find that outside corner. He throws it, contradicting me, right across the plate, down the middle for strike two. Filling the count. Just couldn't find strike three as Lachlan Oliver walks. But coming up to bat, the left fielder, number 51, Thomas Jackson. It is the top of the lineup. Blacktown will be looking to try and regain the lead in this top of the fourth inning. A little blooper into foul ball territory along the first baseline. One strike for Thomas Jackson. Benjamin, I do see your comment of might join the commentary team. It's not a might. It is definitely happening. That's all right, Luke. It's in the contract that you signed. Strike 2 for Dago in the registration, in the terms and conditions. Throws ball one there. Just a bit of correction on the now current lineup for Manly. Tom Van Vessen did come off the bench for Sebastian Elson, and he's gone into right field. Zach Newbold has gone in to second base. Great pitch there from Dago for strike 3. A beautiful curveball. 8th strikeout of the game for Manly. Had Thomas Jackson spinning. Someone check his ankles. They might be broken. And that brings up the right fielder, number 88, Tyler Spieri. Tyler Spiteri, sorry. Ball one there. Pick-off attempt no good. Keeping Lachlan Oliver on his toes. There does seem to be perhaps some backburning going at, or at least near Aquatic. It has been a bit smoky throughout the first couple innings. It's clearing up now, but there is a helicopter hovering around. So if you do hear that on our field mic, apologies. But it's a little bit out of our control. I do see some smoke off in the distance, so definitely some sort of backburning going on. But don't let that stop you coming down to cheer on your Manly Eagles. We've got third grade warming up. Another great pitch from Dago. High fastball. Big swing from Tyler. But big swing, no ding, as they say. Dago looking for strike 3 here. And he gets it. Great pitching from Dago. 9th strikeout of the game now. He did start off a bit shaky in his first inning. but he's come back incredibly strong. And with those last two batters just proves why he's on the mound, why he's the man for the job. Up to bat now, the shortstop, number 31, Harrison Dobb. Harrison, as we know, a couple errors in the field today, which has helped Manly Eagles score their 6 runs. As he takes strike one there, 1-on-1's the count. Harrison will be looking to help out his team by getting on the board, or just on base, I'm sure he'd be happy with. As he takes ball 2 there. 2 out now. Runner on 1. Manly looking for an easy play at 2 or 1. Hop fly into right field. Might found foul ball. It does. Evening the count at 2-2. Tom Van Vessen playing quite far left for right field. Although I'm sure if a hit goes down his throat, he'll be saying he's standing in the right position. But of course we trust our coaches here at Manly. So if he wants him there, we want him there as well. Dago loading the count there. Full count, 2 out. Lachlan Oliver will be running on this pitch, or should be. And Dago smart pitching there by picking him off, trying to catch him not paying attention, but Lachlan was ready for it. You might be able to hear in the distance a couple balls being hit in our batting cages. That's 3rd grade warming up, ready for their game. Foul ball, rattling our camera. Yes, thankfully our camera is holding in a good position. We will admit it, EBSN, you guys, it's taken a season, but we're getting there. I think today was one of our quickest setups, to be honest. So, oh great, good hit. Oh, great read, and an easy out at 1. Great read again by Jake Awanda. That's his 2nd play of the day. Great put out 5-3. Jake Awanda obviously very comfortable in the corner there at 3rd base. As I said, his 2nd play of the day. Score remains 6-4 to Manly Eagles.
So some defensive changes for the Blacktown workers here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Got to find my lineups for the respective teams. Max Underhill takes over behind the plate. And Nathan Wright, Blacktown manager, has gone to Jared Davidson on the mound, the right-hander. So righty, lefty, righty again. Good inning of work from the lefty treble in the previous inning, keeping Manly off the base paths in a 1-2-3 inning. And Davidson starts the leadoff man for the Eagles, Daigo Yamaguchi, with ball one. So the first of our co-commentators this season, Andrew Logue, taking control of things. I thought he did a very good job. Allows me to rest my voice for a couple of innings, especially now we have an extra game to call every week. We'll have some special guests and even some of the players coming in to give their play-by-play action as that ball's punched over the right side again from Yamaguchi. First baseman at Wellington having a couple of stabs at the base, but he had plenty of time to make sure he touched the bag. And Lewis Almanara making the call of out there for the first out of this inning. Yamaguchi going right side on both of his at-bats today. Reached on an error in his first at-bat and then grounded out. Pitch is fouled back, so 0-2 for Butler. Work. Ball three balls and a strike on. Give the visiting side a chance to tie this ball game up here in the top of the fifth inning. Inning and curveball away. Sees walk number 2 for this inning. Now it's going to be Lachlan Boyarski. Zach Newbold. So Zach Newbold will come to the mound in search of these final 2 outs. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with Tom Newbold. Zach Newbold on the mound. I will get it right by the end of this season. Zach Newbold on the mound for the Eagles, warming up. Zach Newbold has finished up his warm-up pitches. Spencer Williams, the designated hitter for the Workers side, is going to be the first batter to face Newbold here. And big hack and foul. Gets strike one. Tying runner at third base for the Workers. Big swing and miss on a high fastball from Newbold, so set him up nicely. Fastball at the top of the zone, fastball high and up and out of the zone. Sets him up for this next pitch. And it's going to be up, and it's going to be a wild pitch, bouncing off the glove of Tom Butler, and the tying run does come across the plate. So not what was in the plans. Was very surprised to see that pitch up. He might have missed his spot, but it was another fastball. So Spencer Williams lifts that ball high into the sky. Tom Butler's underneath it, and he will make the catch in foul territory. Unfortunately, it is one pitch too late. It's the second out of the inning, but the Workers have tied this ball game.
Nice play, Tom.
It's going to be a big task for the Eagles to get the go-ahead run. The bottom half of their lineup due up in the bottom of the fifth inning. It does close the book on Daigo Yamaguchi, so he is now the pitcher of record. Sorry, he's not the pitcher of record. He won't be credited with the win. He would have been in line for the win, but he can also not be credited with the loss. And that pitch is in for ball 3. Sorry, 2-1. That was ball 2. This is the catcher, Max Underhill. Came in as a defensive replacement in the bottom of the 4th inning. That one's fouled just next to us into the screen. So 2-2 the count. Zach Newbold will be looking to finish it with one pitch right here and get his Manly offense back into the game with Hugo Jean, Jacob Wanda and Tom Van Vessem all due up. Down in the dirt. Good location by Newbold. Try and get a swing on the pitch down and in. So the pitch from Newbold is a curveball that doesn't break, and it is going to be a walk, a 2-out walk for Underhill. And it's going to be a pinch hitter in the form of Daniel Lakeman for the Workers side. It'll be his first appearance of the season. And Lakeman with a big swing, looking to give his team a 2-run lead on the first pitch he sees this season. Zach Newbold ahead, no balls and 1 strike. That ball pitched, lifted into right field. Falls in front of Tom Van Vessem. He claims the catch, but is not awarded by Luis Almanara. And I went to the wrong camera, so I didn't get to see that, unfortunately. Good effort by Van Vessem out there, just following in front. So Blacktown now with the go-ahead run in the form of Max Underhill. He stands at third base. Daniel Lakeman at first with the single into right field. But you'd think now with Zach Newbold, a couple of batters to warm up with, he should be able to finish things off here against the left fielder Thomas Jackson. Sure, his manager Mark Spence will be hoping that'll be the case as Jackson takes that pitch foul for strike 1. And a check swing, not checked. So 0-2 for Newbold, living in that high part of the zone. He's got a couple of swings out there. It's also cost him a run with a pitch that couldn't be handled. So 0-2 for Jackson. And a foul again on another high fastball. Newbold living in that upper part of the zone. Working for him so far. I guess the curveball lifted into left field. It's going to fall in front of the left fielder Aidan Rogers, who can't knock it down. Gets away from it, and that'll allow Lakeman to move from second to third. Blacktown take the lead on that little soft line drive into left field. Rogers came charging in for it, just couldn't get there in time, couldn't risk laying out for it, and would have meant a second run would have scored for the Workers side. But the Workers now in the lead here, 7-6. And Spiteri fouls that one back with the runner going. Spiteri behind, no balls and 1 strike. That pitch missing. Ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. And a pick off over there. And it's going to score a run. There's nobody covering first base. So they get the pick off. Newbold stood in the middle of the diamond. He should have been covering first base. And it's going to allow a very important insurance run for the Blacktown Workers to come across the plate. Did the hard yards by getting the pick off, getting the runner caught up in the rundown. But Newbold just not covering first base after the first baseman, Hugo Gin, took off after the runner up to second base. So things unravelling here in the 5th for the Eagles. Frustration pitch there from Newbold. He's now behind 3-1. Spiteri now looking to drive in another run. That was ball 3. So another chance here for Newbold. Just needs to relax, calm himself down. And firing a strike just like that popped up. Butler after it. Just falls in front of him. Tricky chance there. Getting very close to the fence. You don't know if it's going to hit the fence, go over the fence, or on this occasion, drop 2 millimeters in front of the fence. So 3-2. Big pitch for Zach Newbold and this Manly team. Looking to end things here and try and win the game in the bottom of the 5th and likely last inning. Or will be the last inning now that we are 12:08. There we go, gets the strikeout. So, big battle by Blacktown. They get 4 in that inning. They lead 8-6, and Manly have it all to do if they're to win the first game of this 2020-2021 State League season. So it's going to be Hugo Gin to lead off for the Eagles. Jacob Wanda and Tom Van Vessen behind him. 3 runs to win this game, 2 wins to tie it up. And that is down in the dirt and away into the back fence. But luckily for the workers with no runners on. And it's ball 1 for Hugo Gin. Had a 2 RBI single in his earlier at bat. Helps Manly claw back the 4-run deficit that was given up in the first inning. He's looking to get himself aboard here. Big hack, and that one's going back and over the heads. Dropping next to the flagpole for strike 1. 1 ball and a strike for Hugo Gin. Pitch missing up from Davidson. 2 balls and a strike. Three and 1 now. So Davidson just losing a little bit of control. Big opportunity here for Gin. And Davidson comes back in with a strike to fill the count up. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, and a big hack from Hugo Gin. High fastball from Davidson, well located. Gets the first out of this bottom of the 5th. Gin just not able to lay off what would have been ball 4 and a leadoff walk. It's the leadoff walks that have hurt Manly in this game today. That's the reason why the Blacktown side lead 8-6 in the bottom of the final inning. Wanda holding off that one for ball one. Comes back in with a strike to even the count. That 1 ball and 1 strike. And in there for strike 2. So ball and 2 strikes. And a big swing and miss for Wanda. So Eagles down to their last out here. 3 runs to win. And it's going to be the debutant Tom Van Vessem. Got the call up late this week after a 3rd injury to the Manly side. Van Vessem, a member of the Manly Futures team this season. Getting an opportunity here in week 1. Showing good patience on the first 2 pitch he's seen to work a 2-0 count. 2 balls and no strikes. Needs to start this Manly 2-out rally, getting himself on base any way he can. With a lazy swing on that one. Just missing for ball 3, so might have gotten lucky, or just good patience there by Van Vessem. And that's called for strike 2. That's a bit rough, but that's 3 and 2 for Van Vessem. So Manly down to their final strike with all the work to do. Punches that one up the first baseline, but foul. Not a very convincing swing by Van Vessem. May have been just a last minute decision to swing at that, thinking it may have been called strike 3. So we've got another chance here to either draw a walk, pick himself up a base hit, to send the bat into the hand of Aidan Rogers. That pitch is up for ball 4. So good foul off. Got the other pitch. Davidson unable to execute for strike 3. And it is ball 4. Davidson blaming it on the ball. Throwing the nice new shiny pearl back to the umpire. And asking for the dirty ball out of his home dugout. So it'll be Aidan Rogers to bat. And he takes strike 1. Fights that one off their hands, but only as far as the second baseman for the Blacktown Workers, and that is the ball game. So a great comeback by the Workers in the top of the 5th. They scored 4 to take the 2-run lead. And Manly gave up 4 in the first, got 3 of them back, but just couldn't hold off the Workers in the 5th inning. Jared Davidson will get the win for the Workers. Zach Newbold will take the loss. The slow start by the Eagles comes back to haunt them. But some good baseball overall. Blacktown didn't give up. They took the opportunities when they were presented it. Much did the Manly side. And it will be the Blacktown Workers picking up their first win of this under-18 season. Defeating the Manly Eagles 8-4. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with third grade lineups hopefully in the next 10 minutes or so, and the commencement of the third grade game. Live here from Aquatic Ballpark on Eagles Baseball Sports Network.